Let's do this. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine Perry, and I give you tips and tricks on how to build your brand and bring your business into motion. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to balance your business while being a parent at the same time. So I get asked this question all the time. How do you balance your life and running a business all at the same time? And sadly, there's no magic pill for this. There's no magical solution to this. It's just you sitting down and working out how your life is organized. So in order to be successful with this, you need to sit down and write out a game plan. It's the same with anything in life. You need to have goals, you need to write them out, you need to do it. So with that in mind, you need to sit down and actually do this. So that being said, I want to jump right into this and get it done so that you can sit down and actually start doing this. So the first thing that you need to do is write out a game plan. So this really does help. In the beginning, when I was figuring out how to organize my life and how to prioritize things, I had to write out exactly what I was going to do. So what I advise to you is write out what you really need to do. Make a list of the things that you need to do within the week or the month. So depending on how you want to figure this out, decide whether you want to do for a week or for a month. I like to go by week just to kind of give myself a little bit of space to breathe, because sometimes things change. So I will have appointments and all that. So those are needs that I need to do. And then there's priorities within the home that I need to do. So I write those down. And then, for example, with my business, there's priorities. So I write everything that I need to do down, and then I put that aside for a sec. So you need to figure out what your priorities are. That way you can actually see which things are more important than others. Then you can work it into the schedule. Now there's certain things that are not as important in my business. For example, I have videos that I really need to do. So those are super important. There's some minor details that I don't need to do right away. So I push that back just a little bit so that the bigger things can get done. So the key is here though, that you don't want to keep pushing those things back. Now you want to try and do them eventually, but you don't want to push them too far ahead that you're getting all like confused and fuddled about how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? You want to be able to do them eventually, but you realize that there are other things in your business that are more important at this time. So the next thing that I'm going to suggest to you is blocking off time. So blocking time off in your calendar has been a game changer for me. I've worked out what I need to do every hour so that I at least know I have to do this as a goal for me, and I've set it. So first of all, you write out a game plan, you write out the things that you need to do with your business and life, and then you figure out what you want to do and see if you can fit those in. And then the next thing you need to do is start blocking off time for those things. So you go through your calendar, you look and see what times that you have available to do these things. Now, in the evening, if you want to relax and chill and watch Netflix, that's great. But remember, if you want things done with your business, you're going to have to sacrifice a few things like Netflix or whatever you do in the evening for fun. Sometimes if you're working a full-time job and a family and all of that, and the only time you have is in the evening for your business, then that's the time you may want to do block off time for it. So I literally go through my day starting from 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night, and I block time off every hour for specific things. Sometimes it's half an hour because I know I have a lot of things to do in one day. So you need to go specific time, and I will show you a little screenshot of just how I do it. So I take from 5 to 6, I get up. From 6 to 7, I eat breakfast. From 7 to 8, I work out. And then I go down the list and I just figure out where can I fit these things into. Now, if you only want to do it day by day, that's totally fine. That's how I do it. So I like to do it the day before so that at least I know the next day I have all these things that I can do. Now, things change, things happen, but at least you have these set in your calendar and you've blocked time off for it. This is just a way to motivate your mind to know that it's a goal that you have to reach that day. You're going to check it off and say, I've done it. And you've assigned a time for it. So the best thing is just to do it. So the next thing that I'm going to suggest is outsourcing. So this is if you can't do all this stuff and you know that your business is growing and it's getting super popular and you just can't keep up with it, the next thing I'm going to suggest is outsourcing. But it comes with a disclaimer. Only if you can afford it, because not a lot of businesses can afford to outsource their work. Now, I will say this, if you are growing, this might be the next step that you need to take. This will help your business to grow and actually relieve a little bit of stress on you, knowing that you have only so much time and that you do want to spend time with your family. This might be a good next step to go to. And remember this, when you outsource, it's because there's a reason for it. You also have to be self-aware of what you are good at and what you are not so good at. Because if you're trying to do it all as a small business owner, I know I've been there. I try to do every single thing because I want to keep it cheap as possible. But it ends up taking way too long and it slows my business down. So I've realized that in order for me to grow, I need to take a step, save up for that specific thing. Maybe it's a website, maybe it's bookkeeping. Maybe it's something else that you just need to sit down and see if you can afford it. And if you can't, then save for it. And then if you can do it, go for it, because it'll relieve stress on you and then you're not overwhelmed. A top tip here I like to give is ask your local businesses how they do it all. Sometimes asking your fellow local entrepreneurs, they can give you advice. And the great thing is there's so many entrepreneurs out there that, local businesses out there that you can connect with. And that's why you really need to do collaborate and network with people to really, get to know people. And maybe they can give you advice. So I want to note this just because of repetition. If you can't afford to outsource, then don't do it. I don't advise it because it's going to cause stress in other areas for you, i.e. money. So don't do it if you can't, but if you can, go for it because it will relieve stress in the sense that you can go all in other areas, and then it helps build your community and grow your business. If you still need advice about this, I can help you. Please do message me. Either comment below or, there's Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz you can connect with me on. Message me and we can connect sometime and we'll talk and we'll see if we can figure out your schedule for you. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one.